The Lost MC Motorcycle Club. The year is 1964 in North Vietnam and the war is coming to an end. 8 US Marines just got done serving in the war, and instead of getting help for their medical needs, they get jacked up on coke and ignore their PTSD. So instead of getting help for their medical needs, they decide to give in to their thirst for blood, creating the gang known as the Lost MC Motorcycle Club. The Lost MC Motorcycle Club is based in the neighborhood of Actor, which is located in the state of Alderney. And they will come up with the name Lost to remember the fallen soldiers in the Vietnam War. They will later pick up the patch with an eagle on it and the color black. The eagle probably represented American pride or a free lifestyle. And the color black, well, probably diminish their soul. They would keep the brotherhood within the gang very strong and would be very violent, which allowed their names to ring bells in surrounding states and cities, such as Liberty City and the state of Liberty. Now the Lost MC ain't nobody to play with. They will hold their own accountable and be violent towards their own if needed. Living by the mottos, the Almighty forgives, the lost don't. Brothers for life, lost forever. And I believe that these mottos represent the pain and history that they have gone through, even leading up to the rebellion against law enforcement and everyone and everything, including the state itself. Now this rebel lifestyle that the gang lived led to the gang branching out to various locations, which led to them developing chapters. And if you don't know what chapters are, they're pretty much like subsets to the ballers or the families, but motorcycle clubs call them chapters. Now the Lost MC chapter leaders consist of William Billy Gray, Johnny Klebitz, and Brian Jeremy. And before you attack me in the comments, I'm only counting Brian because it's still technically a break-off faction of the gang and his affiliation to Billy. Billy Gray was born in 1971 in North Tudor Medical Center in Actor. He was introduced to violence and racism at a young age. Watching news coverage on the Vietnam War and Chinese Cultural Revolution at a very young age, no older than 10 years old, which distorted Billy's mindset at a young age. Around 1984, he became friends with a kid known as Michael Klebitz, which he would also develop a friendship with the younger brother, Johnny Klebitz. Now Billy's and Johnny's relationship would become very toxic, being a very bad influence on Johnny at a young age. And according to Michael, Billy thought he was Jesus on an acid trip. Billy would continue being a bad kid growing up, stealing a bike in 1986 when he was just 15, which later would influence Johnny to imitate in 1991. Billy committed several crimes around the city and even served up to 2 years in juvenile hall before joining the Lost MC. He later was arrested for murder in 1989 at the age of 18, possibly alongside of Brian Jeremy, who also would be convicted of murder. And while serving time behind these prison walls, he will build his rank to become a leader. He eventually gets out, but he leads himself down the path of self-destruction, attacking rival gang members, falling out with his own gang, and eventually becoming a snitch, leading up to his own gang to break into prison and assassinate him.
Checkmate, dude. Come on, get it over with. Do it!
I'm doing it!
What? You waiting for a speech or something?
Come on!
Johnny Klebitz became the official leader of the gang after the Billy assassination. But before all this, he was just Jonathan Klebitz, born in 1974 and actor to a Jewish family, which he would later get the nickname Johnny the Jew due to his religious background. Billy would take Johnny under his wing at a very young age and would help build him up a rap sheet. His affiliation to Billy Gray leads him to joining the Lost MC, which he would later become the co-leader of, acting as an active president on Billy's behalf while Billy's serving some time in the rehab center. While Billy Gray's locked up, Johnny is doing a good job at maintaining peace with the rival gang, the Angels of Death. But when Billy Gray gets out, he breaks the peace treaty and kills an Angel of Death. Johnny, seeing what kind of path he's headed down, he tries to correct it, but Billy Gray lashes out and he's eventually killed later on. In 2013, he'll move the gang to San Andreas in Blaine County and Los Santos. Here they will set up shop and leave their presence in the drug game. Johnny will eventually fall into depression due to his girlfriend, which will also lead him to becoming a meth addict. Eventually he will find himself down the path of self-destruction, being killed by Trevor Phillips.
Fucking shit! Cut!
This will weaken the gang, but not by much. The Lost MC is still spreading through the United States, having a presence in the Midwest, possibly due to their arms trafficking business or the drug smuggling. And if you're wondering who their rivals are, well, the Lost MC has beef with the Angels of Death MC, Pegoroni family, the Triads, the Commission, Hillside Posse, Russian Mafia, Albanians, Trevor Phillips Enterprises, Jeremy Biker Gang, Aztecas, The Families, Madrazo Cartel, Vagos, and smaller Los Santos MCs that operate in the city. But the Lost MC also has affiliations to the Uptown Riders, Elizabetta Torres, Petrovic Brava, Northward Dominican Drug Dealers, the Marabunta Grande, the Professionals, Ballers, Hippies, and the Bahama Mamas. The Lost MC has been applying pressure for a while now, staying on the FIB Most Wanted list. Here they will list members of the club: Billy, Johnny, Jim, Brian, Terry, Clay, Angus, Jason, Little Joe, Earl, MC Lady, Horace, Dave, Ashley, Murphy, Henry, Jose, Moose, Wyatt, Dirty Sue, Al, Charlie, Frank, and the Lost Fugitive. But despite some of them being deceased, the Lost MC is forever.
The Lost Motorcycle Club, a multiracial gang that
It's lawless motorcycle gangs that are pushing society to the brink.
like the gang's president, Billy Gray,
Narcotics distribution and extortion.
after numerous drug offenses.
Is that all of these drug-fueled motorcycle gangs are a serious threat to all of us.
Now if you have any questions about the gang, please comment below and I'll be sure to inform you as soon as possible. But hey, before you go, I'm gonna need you to hit that sub button and turn the notifications on for the next video. This is LS Central, checking out.